name is Ula and I'm the Director of Client Services at PixelSpoke. I'm going to show you how to do basic page editing in the WordPress admin area today. Let's get started. When you first log in, you'll be in the dashboard section of the site. There are 3 different ways you can access pages of the site that you wish to edit. One of them is through this WP jump menu. You can scroll through this list, or you can start typing in the page title of the name you wish to edit. So in this case, it's testing page content. Another way is through the page's left-hand sidebar menu. Again, same thing, you can scroll. These dashes indicate if it's a page that is nested within, in this case, the About section. So our mission is part of that parent section. I can start typing in the name and select search or enter. And here I see the testing page content. The third way is through the site itself. So once you're logged in, you will see this black bar that displays at the top of your screen. That's your visual indicator that you are logged into the administrative end of the site. From here, you can find the page that you wish to edit. So here's my testing page content. And I can simply select edit. And now I am in the administrative end of that specific page. I often have a second tab open of the page that's viewable on the front end, so I can just kind of toggle between the two. I really like this feature here, list view. You select that, and this shows you all of the elements that the page is made up of. So, for example, perhaps I want to change the opening image. I can select it here, hero is what it's called. And if I select this, switch to preview, it goes into the preview mode. So now I know, okay, this is what I would like to edit. I select the edit mode by selecting the pencil. I can kind of easily toggle between the two. If I want to make a text edit, maybe to the page title, I can say testing placeholder. Testing more content. And I can go back into my preview mode. And here you can see the changes that I made immediately, even before saving and pushing my good changes. I also have the option to change the background style. So depending on how your website is built, you might have different options for colors here or patterns. So if I want to change it to a wood background, I can see what that looks like. Looks like it's a little hard to read, so I might stick with green leaves in this scenario. I also have the option to change the links that display at the top. So again, just quickly seeing what that looks like, I can change this link here by selecting this pencil icon. I can search for the page, or I can paste, if I know what the URL is, I can simply paste it into the URL field, or I can do a search for the specific page that I want to link it to. Select it, hit update. You also have the option to add a secondary button link in that main hero section. So if I just want to do a test, I'll do a £. Test secondary link. Add the link. Oops, and there it is. I select preview, and now I see my image, or sorry, my secondary link. If I would like to update this image, go back to my edit mode. I see the hero image placeholder here. I can edit this image, or I can just select an entirely new image. We'll use my fun little placeholder here. Select it. You do want to stick to the target images that are listed here. I didn't in this case because it's purely an example, but do try to make sure your images are uploaded at the specified dimensions. And if I'm ready to see my changes on the site, then I can simply select update. in the upper right-hand corner. I go back to my tab that has the front end facing a page of the site, and it looks like it's already updated. Sometimes you have to do a refresh to see your changes reflected. Going back into the admin area, perhaps I want to make an additional change to the site, maybe in the long form text, which is a common component where you just have paragraphs of text that is very flexible. So if I want to see what that looks like, here's an example, the long form text. Switch over to my edit mode. Maybe I want to change this paragraph here and add a link. So I have a few options here as well if I want to change the alignment of the content. So right now it's left aligned. Maybe I do want to do right aligned. And then I want to make sure I'm in the visual tab. It's just an easier way to edit, see your changes. And I want to create a link here. So I highlight the text, select my chain link, and it will create that link. You might need to you can either paste the URL in here directly, or you can select your link options, and you're taken to that same view where you can just simply do a search for the link and update it through this window here. Let's do that one more time. So I'll create the link, go to link options, add your link. If you want to bold something, you can highlight the text, and you can select your formats drop down to bold an item. You won't see it for some of the styling. You might not see directly in this view, but if you go back to your preview mode, you'll see the bolded, and you'll see how the alignment switched as well. You go back to edit. This toolbar menu is very similar to what you would see in a Microsoft Word. You can also select this toolbar toggle to expand or collapse items, adding bullets, that sort of thing. If you want to make a certain text more prominent, you can highlight it. Right now we can see I'm in paragraph text mode, but if I want to bump up the prominence, say to an H4, it will change all the text, so you might want to revert that back. If I only want to do this piece of text, I can do a line break or shift enter, and then highlight it, change it back. Maybe I want to do H3 instead, and then you can see it works just fine. Select update, and now my changes are pushed to the live site. One more thing I'll show you is the settings. This can be helpful because it shows you the page URL. So if you go to the page tab, you'll see that this is the page URL, this testing page content. You can see that it's visible. Again, we're in a testing staging environment, but otherwise it could be, you could set something to a draft or private mode, but that's a different tutorial. And if this page was nested within a certain section of the site, this is where you could set what section it should be nested in. So you can see a list of the page and the hierarchy in this view as well. And this is how you make basic edits in the WordPress admin area. Thanks for watching.